Welcome all of you in our channel. Today we are discussing about Gita chapter 2 Sanskrit with English translations of every slokas. Chapter 2 Sanjay Uach तं तथा कृपयाभीष्टमश्रुपूर्णाकुलेक्षणं विषीदन्तमिदं वाक्यमुवाच Madhusudanah. Sanjaya said, Sri Krishna then addressed the following words to Arjuna, who was, as mentioned before, overwhelmed with pity, whose eyes were filled with tears and agitated, and who was full of sorrow. Sri Bhagavan was कुतस्त्वा कस्मल्मिदं विस्मे समोपस्थितम् अनार्यजुष्टम स्वर्गम कीर्तिकर्मर्जुनम्. Sri Bhagavan said, Arjuna, how has this infatuation overtaken you at this odd hour? It is shunned by noble soul, neither will it bring shame nor fame to you. क्लैब्यं मास्मगमः पाठ नैतत्त्वयोपपद्यते क्षुद्रं हृदयोदार्य बल्यं त्यक्तोत्तिष्ठ परन्तप. And not to unmanliness. Arjuna, this does not become you, shaking off this base fan, the heartedness, stand up, O scorcher of enemies. Arjuna Vacha कथं भीष्ममहं संख्ये दृढं च मधुसूदन ईशो हि प्रतियोत्स्यामि पुरजाः वरिसूदन. Arjuna said, how Krishna shall I fight Bhishma and Drona with arrow on the battlefield? They are worthy of deepest reverence, O destroyer of foes. गुरून् हत्वा हि महानुभावान् श्रेयो भोक्ते भयक्षमपीह लोके हत्वार्थकामास्तुं गुरूनिहैव भुञ्जीयं भोगान् रुधिरप्रदिग्धान्. It is better to live unharmed in this world by not slaying these noble elders, because even after killing them we shall after all enjoy only blood-stained pleasures in the form of wealth and sense enjoyment. न चैतद्विद्वं कतरन्न नो गरीयो यद्वा जयं यदि वा नो जयुः यानि वहत्वा न जिजीविषाम् स्थे अवस्थिता प्रमुखे धार Rashtra. We do not even know which is preferable for us to fight or not to fight, nor do we know whether we shall win or whether they will conquer us. Those very sons of Rashtra, killing whom we do not even wish to live, stand in the enemy's rank. कार्पण्यदोषोपहत स्वभावः पृच्छामि त्वां धर्म समूढचेता यच श्रेयः स्यान्निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यस्तेऽहं साधिमात्वा प्रपन्नम्. With my very being smitten by the voice of fans, heartedness, and my mind puzzled with regard to duty, I beseech you, tell me that which is decidedly good. I am your disciple, pray, instruct me who have taken refuge in you. न हि प्रपश्यामि ममापनोत्यात् यचक्षुकामुच्छुषडमिन्द्रियाणाम् अवाप्य भूमावसपतन् मृधम् राज्यं शूराणामपि चाधिपत्यम्. For even on obtaining undisputed sovereignty and an affluent kingdom on this earth and lordship over the gods, I do not see any means that can drive away the grief which is a drying of my sense. संजय उवाच एवमुक्त्वा हृषीकेशं गूढाकेशः परन्तपः न योत्स्य इति गोविन्दमुक्त्वा तूष्णीं बभूव. Sanjaya said, O king, having thus spoken to Sri Krishna, Arjuna again said to him, I will not fight, and become silent. तमुवाच ऋषिकेश प्रहसन्निव भारत सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये विषीदन्तमेदं वचः. Then, O Dhritarashtra, Sri Krishna, if smiling, addressed the following words to Arjuna, sorrowing in the midst of the two armies. Sri Bhagavana असोच्यानन्नवसोच सत्वं प्रज्ञावादाश्च भाससे गतासु न गतासुश्च नानुशोचन्ति पंडिताः. Sri Bhagavan said, Arjuna, you grieve over those who should not be grieved for, and yet speak like the learned. Wise men do not sorrow over the dead or the living things. न त्वेवाहं जातु नासं न त्वं नेमे जनाधिपा न चैवं न भविष्यामः सर्वे वयमतः परम्. In fact, there was never a time when I was not, or when you or these kings were not. Nor is it a fact that hereafter we shall all cease to be. देहिनो अस्मिन् यथा देहे कौमारं यौनं जरा तथा देहान्त प्राप्तिरधीरस्तत्र न मोहायति. Just as a boyhood, youth and old age are attributed to the soul through this body, even so it attains another body. The wise man does not get deluded about this. मात्रा स्पर्शास्तु कौन्तेय शीतोष्ण सुख दुःखादाः आगमापायिनो अनित्यास्तास्ति तीक्षस्व भारत. O son of Kunti, the contact between the senses and their objects which give rise to the feeling of hate, heat and cold, pleasure and pain, etc. are transitory and fleeting. Therefore, Arjuna, endure them. यम हि न व्यथयन्ते ते पुरुषं पुरुषार्षभं समदुःख सुखं धीरं सोऽमृतत्वाय कल्पते. Arjuna, the wise man to whom pain and pleasures are alike and who is not tormented by these contacts become eligible for immortality. नासतो विद्यते भावो नाभावो विद्यते सतः उभयरूपी दृष्टोऽन्तस्त्वनयोस्तत्त्वदर्शिभिः. The unreal has no existence and the real never ceases to be. The reality of both has thus been perceived by these serious seers of truth. अविनाशी तो तदिद्धि येन सर्वमिदं ततं विनाशमाव्ययस्यास्य न कचित् कर्तुमर्हति. Know that a land to be imperishable which pervades this universe, for no one has power to destroy this indestructible substance. अंतवंता इमे देहा नित्यस्युक्ता शरीरिणः अनासीनो या प्रमेयस्य तस्माद्युदयस्व भारत. All these bodies pertaining to the imperishable, indefinable and eternal soul are spoken of as perishable. Therefore Arjuna, fight. य एनं वितत्ति हन्तारं यशश्चैनं मन्यते हतम् उभौ तौ न बीजानितौ नायं हन्ति न हन्यते. Both of them are ignorant. He who considers the soul to be capable of killing and he who takes it as killed, for barely the soul neither kills nor is killed. न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचित् अन्याय भूत्वा भविता वा न भूयः अजो नित्यं शाश्वतो वयं पुराणो न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे. The soul is never born nor it ever dies, nor does it become after being born, for it is unborn, eternal, everlasting and primeval. Even though the body is slain, the soul is not. वेदा विनाशिनं नित्यं यं येन मजमभयं कथं स पुरुषः पार्थ कं धातयति हन्ति कमम्. Arjuna, the man who knows the soul to be imperishable, eternal, free from birth and decay, how and whom will he cause to be killed? How and who will the kill? वसांस जीर्णानि यथा विहाय नवानि गृह्णाति नरोपराणि तथा शरीराय विहाय जीर्णा नन्यानि संयाति नवानि देहि. As a man shedding worn out garments takes other new ones, likewise the embodied soul casting off worn out bodies it enter into others that are new. नैनं छिन्दन्ति शस्त्राणि नैनं दहति पावक न चैनं क्लेन्दन्त्यापो न शोषयति मारुत. Weapons cannot cut it nor can fire burn it. Water cannot wet it nor can wind dry it. अच्छेद्यो यमदाहयो यमक्लेद्यो यशोष्यैव च नित्य सर्वगत अस्थाणुरचलोऽयं सनातनः. For the soul is incapable of being cut or burnt by fire, nor can it be dissolved by water, and is undriable by air as well. The soul is eternal, all-pervading, immovable, constant, and everlasting. अव्यक्तोऽयं चिन्तयोऽयं विकार्योऽयमुच्यते तस्मादेव विदित्वेनं नानुशोचितुमर्हसि. The soul is unmanifest, it is incomprehensible, and it is spoken of as immutable. Therefore, knowing it as such, you should not grieve. अथ चैनं नित्यजातं नित्यं वा मन्यसे मृतं तथापि त्वं महाबाहो नैवं शोचितुमर्हसि. And Arjuna, if you should suppose this soul to be subject to constant birth and death, even then you should not grieve like this. जातस्य हि ध्रुवो मृत्यु ध्रुवं जन्ममृतस्य च तस्मादपरिहार्ये अर्थे न त्वं शोचितुमर्हसि. For in that case death is certain for the born and rebirth is inevitable for the dead. You should not therefore grieve over the beatable. अव्यक्तादीनि भूतानि व्यक्तमध्यानि भारत अव्यक्तिनिधनानेवं तत्र का परिदेवना. Arjuna, before birth being are not manifest to our human senses. On death they return to the unmanifest again. They are manifest only in the interim between birth and death. What occasions then for lamentation? आश्चर्यवत् पश्यति कश्चिदेनमाश्चर्यवद्यति तथैव चान्य आश्चर्यवचैनन्मन्य शृणोति श्रुत्वापेन वेद न च कश्चित्. Hardly any great soul perceives this soul as marvelous. Scarce another great soul likewise speak thereof as marvelous, and scarce another worthy ones hear of it as marvelous, while there are some who know it not even on hearing of it. देहि नित्यमवध्ययो वयं देहो सर्वस्य भारत तस्मात् सर्वाणि भूतानि न त्वं शोचितुमर्हसि. Arjuna, this soul dwelling in the bodies of all can never be slain. Therefore, you should not mourn for anyone. स्वधर्ममपि चावेक्ष्य न विकम्पेतुमर्हसि धर्माद्धियुद्धा च श्रेयो यान्यतक्षत्रिस्य न विद्यते. Besides considering your one duty to you should not wear, for there is nothing more welcome for a man of the warrior class than a righteous war. यद्रीच छया चोपपन्नं स्वर्गद्वारमपावृतं सुखी न क्षत्रिया पार्थ लभ्यन्ते युद्धमीदृशम्. Arjuna, fortunate are the kshatriya who get such an unsolicited opportunity for war, which is an open gateway to heaven. अतः चेत्त्वमिमं धर्मं संग्रामं न करिष्यसि ततः स्वधर्मं कीर्ति च हित्वा पापमवापस्यसि. Now, if you refuse to fight this righteous war, then shrinking your duty and losing your reputation, you will incur sin. अकीर्ति चापि भूतानि कथयिष्यन्ति तेयव्ययां संभावितस्य चाकीर्ते मरणरणादति रेच्यते. Nay, people will also pour undying infamy on you and infamy brought on a man enjoying popular esteem is worse than death. भयाद्रणादुपरतं मयांस्यन्ते त्वामहारथा एथाम च त्वं बहुमतो भूत्वा यास्यते लाघवम्. And the warrior chief who thought highly of you will now despise you, thinking that it was fear which drew you away from battle. अवाच्यवादाश्च बहून् वदेष्यन्ति तवाहिता निन्दन्तस्तव सामर्थ्यं ततो दुःखतरं नु किमम्. And your enemies disparaging your mighty will speak many unbecoming words. What can be more distressing than this? हतो वा प्रापस्यसि स्वर्गं जित्वा वा भोक्ष्यसे महिं तस्मादुत्तिष्ठ कौन्तेय युद्धाय कृत निश्चयः. Die and you will win heaven, conquer and you enjoy serenity of the earth. Therefore stand up, Arjuna, determined to fight. सुख दुखे समे कृत्वा लाभौ लाभौ लाभालाभौ जयाजयौ ततो युद्धाय युज्यस्व नैवं पापमवापस्यसि. treating alike victory and defeat, again and loss, pleasure and pain. Get ready for the battle, fighting though you will not incur sin. एषा ते अभिहिता सांख्ये बुद्धिर्योगे त्विमा शृणु बुद्ध्या युक्तो यया पार्थं कर्मबन्ध प्रहास्यसि. Arjuna, this attitude of mind has been presented to you from the point of view of Jnana Yoga. Now here the same as presented from the standpoint of Karma Yoga, the yoga of selfishness action. Equipped with this attitude of mind, you will be able to throw off complete the circles of karma. नेहाभिक्रमनाशु अस्ति प्रत्यवायो न विद्यते स्वल्पपामपयस्य धर्मस्य त्रायते महतो भयात्. In this path of selfless actions there is no loss of effort, nor is there fear of contrary result. Even a little practice of this discipline saves one from the terrible fear of birth and death. व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धिरेके कुरुनंदन बहुशाखा हयनंताच बुद्धयो अव्यवसायिनाम. Arjuna, in this yoga of selfless action, the intellect is determined and directed signally toward an ideal, whereas the intellect of the undecided ignorant man moved by desire wanders in all directions after innumerable aims. यामिमां पुष्पिता वाचं प्रवदन्ते यवचिता वेदवादरता पार्थ नान्यदस्तीति वादिनः. कामात्मानं स्वर्गपरा जन्म कर्म फलप्रदां क्रियाविशेषबहुलां भोगैश्वर्यगतिं प्रति भोगैश्वर्य प्रसक्तानां तयापहृतचेतसां व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धि समाधौ न विधीयते. Arjuna, those who are full of worldly desires and devoted to the letters of the Vedas, who looks upon heaven as the supreme goal and argue that there is nothing beyond heaven, are unwise. They utter flowery speech recommending many rituals of the various kinds for the attainment of pleasure and power with rebirth as their fruit. Those whose minds are carried away by such words and who are deeply attached to pleasures and worldly power cannot attain the determined intellect concentrated on God. त्रैगुण्य विषया भेदा निस्त्रैण गुण्यो भवार्जुनः निर्द्वन्द्वो नित्य सत्त्वस्थो निर्योग क्षेमायात्मवान्. Arjuna, the Vedas which deal with the abilities of the three gunas, modes of Prakriti, which worldly enjoyment and the means of attaining such enjoyments with who indifferent to these enjoyments and their means rising above pairs of opposite like pleasure and pain, etc. established in the eternal existence. God absolutely unconcerned about the fulfillment of want and the preservation of what has been already attained. You be self-controlled. यवानर्थ उद्पाने सर्वतः संपलुतोदके तावान् सर्वेषु वेदेषु ब्राह्मणस्य विजानतः. A Brahmana who has obtained enlightenment has as much use for all the Vedas as one who stands at the birth of the seat of water overflowing on all sides has very small reservoirs of water. कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफल हेतुर्हुर्मा ते संगो स्वकर्मणि. Your right is to work only and never to the fruit thereof. Do not consider yourself to be the cause of the fruit of action, nor let your attachment be to inaction. योगस्थ कुरु कर्माणि संग त्यक्त्वा धनंजयः सिद्ध्या सिद्धौ समभूत्वा समत्वयोगी उच्यते. Arjuna, perform your duties established in yoga, renounce attachment and be even minded in success and failure. Even act of mind is called yoga. दुरोळाय वरम कर्मम बुद्धि योगा धनंजय बुद्धो शरणमान विच्छ कृपणा फलहेतव. Action with a selfish motive is far inferior to this yoga in the form of equanimity. To seek refuge in this equipoise of mind, Arjun, for poor and wretched are those who are the cause in making their actions bear fruits. बुद्धि युक्तो जहातिह उभे सुकृता दुष्कृते तस्माद् योगाय युज्यसे योग कर्मसु कौशलम. Endowed with equanimity, one said in this life both good and evil. Therefore, strive for the practice of this yoga of equanimity. Skill in action lies in the practice of this yoga. कर्मजं बुद्धि युक्ता हि फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणा जन्म बंध विनिर्मुक्ता पदं गच्छन्त्य नामयम्. For wise man possessing equipoised mind, renouncing the fruit of action and freed from the shackles of birth, attain the blissful supreme state. यदा ते मोह कलिलं बुद्धिरव्यरतितरिष्यते तदा गन्तासि निर्वेदं श्रुतव यस्य श्रुतस्य च. When your mind will have fully crossed the mire of delusions, you will then grow indifferent to the enjoyment of this world and act that have been heard of as well as to those that are at to be heard of. श्रुतेभे प्रतीतपन्ना ते यदा यस्थास्य यति निश्चला समाधावचला बुद्धिस्तदा योगमवापस्यसि. When your intellect confused by hearing conflict statement will rest steady and undistracted in meditations on God, you will then attain yoga or lasting union with God. अर्जुन उवाच स्थित प्रज्ञस्य का भाषा समाधिश्च केशव स्थितधि किं प्रभासेत किमासीत ब्रजेत किम. Arjuna said, Krishna, what are the characteristics of a good realized soul, stable of mind and established in samadhi, perfect tranquility of mind? How does the man of stable mind speak? How does he sit? How does he walk? Sri Bhagavanuvac प्रजहाति यथा कामान सर्वान् पार्थ मनोगतान् आत्मनैवात्मना तुष्ट स्थित प्रज्ञ तदोच्यते. Sri Bhagavan said, Arjuna, when one thoroughly cast off all carvings of the mind and is satisfied in the self through the joy of the self, he is then called stable of mind. दुखेष्वनुद्वेन मनाः सुखेषु विगता स्पृहा वीतराग भयक्रोध स्थितिर्मुनिरा उच्यते. The sage whose mind remains unperturbed and sure, whose thirst for pleasure has altogether disappeared and who is free from passion, fear and anger is called stable of mind. यह सर्वत्रानभेषनेहातात्प्राय शुभाशुभं नाभिन्दति न दृष्टि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता. He who is unattached to everything and meeting with God and will neither rejoice nor recoils. His mind is stable. यदा संहर्ते चायं कुर्मो अंगा निव सर्वस इंद्रियाणि इंद्रियार्थवेस्तस्प्रगा प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता when like a tortoise that draw in its limbs from all direction he withdraw all his senses from the sense object his mind becomes steady विषया विनिवर्तन्ते निराहारस्य देहिना रसवर्जं रसोपयस्य पयं दृष्ट्वा निवर्तते sense objects turns away from him who does not enjoy them with his senses but the taste for them persists. These realize also disappear in the cost of the man of stable mind when he realizes the supreme. यतो ह्यापि कौन्तेय पुरुषस्य विकसित इन्द्रियाणि प्रमाथीनि हरन्ति प्रसम्भां मनः. Prevalent by nature, the sense not free from attachment even of the wise man who is practicing self-control, forcibly carrying away his mind. Arjuna. तानि सर्वाणि संयम युक्त आशित मत्पर वसेह यसेन्द्रियाणि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता. Therefore, having controlled all the senses and concentrating his mind, he should sit for meditation, devoting himself, heart and soul to me. For he whose senses are under his control is known to have a stable mind. ध्यायतो विषयान् पूषं संगस्ते पुष्कंगेस्तेषु पजायते संगात संजायते काम कामत क्रोधो अभिजायते. Then man dwelling on sense object develops attachment for them. From attachment springs up desire and from desire unfulfilled ensure anger. क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः सम्मोहात् स्मृति विभ्रमः स्मृति भ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशो बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति. From anger arise delusion, from delusion confusion of memory, from confusion of memory loss of reason, and from loss of reason and own God complete ruin. रागद्वेषो वियुक्तेषु विषयानिन्द्रियैश्चरन् आत्मवशैर्विधेयात्मा प्रसादमति गच्छति. But the self-controlled sadhaka, while enjoying the various senses objects through his senses which are disciplined and free from likes and dislike, attained placidity of mind. प्रसादे सर्वदुःखानां हानिरस्योपजायते प्रसन्नचेतसो ह्येषु बुद्धिपर्ववत् स्थिते. With the attainment of such placidity of mind, all his sorrows come to an end, and the intellect of such a person of tranquil mind soon withdrawing itself from all sides become firmly established in God. नास्ति बुद्धिरयुक्तस्य न चायुक्तस्य भावना न चाभावत शांतिरशान्तस्य कुतः सुखम्. He who has not controlled his mind and sense can have no determinate intellect nor contemplation. Without contemplation he can have no peace, and how can there be happiness for one lacking peace of mind? इंद्रियाणा हि चरताम यन्मनो अनुविधीयते तदसर्ति प्रज्ञा वायुर्नावमिवाम्भसे. As the wind carries away a boat upon the water, even so of the sense moving among sense objects, the one to which the mind is attached takes away his discrimination. तस्माद् यस्य महाबाहो निगृहीतानि सर्वश इंद्रियाणि इंद्रियार्थेभ्यस्तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता. Therefore, Arjuna, he whose senses are completely restrained from their object is said to have a stable mind. या निशा सर्वभूतानां तस्या जागर्ति संयमी यस्या जागृति भूता सा निशा पश्यतो मुनो. That which is night to all being in that state of divine knowledge and supreme bliss, the God realized yogi keeps awake, and that the ever-changing transient worldly happiness in which all beings keep awake is night to be to the seer. आपूर्यमाणामचल प्रतिष्ठं समुद्रमापं प्रविशन्ति यद्वत् तद्वत् कामायं प्रविशन्ति सर्वे स शान्तिमाप्नोति न कामकामी. As the water of different river enter the ocean, which though full on all sides remain undisturbed. Likewise, he in whom all enjoyment merge himself with, without causing disturbance, attain peace, not he who hanker after such enjoyment. विहाय कामान् सर्वान् पुमान् स चरति निःस्पृश निर्ममो निरहंकारो स शान्तिमति गच्छति. He who has given up all desires and moved free from attachment, egoism and thirst from enjoyment attains peace. ऐसा ब्राह्मण स्थितो पार्थं नैना प्राप्य विमुह्यते स्थित्वास्यामन्तकाले अपि ब्रह्मा निर्वाण प्रचक्षति. Arjuna, such is that state of the God, realized soul having reached this state has overcome delusion and established in this state even at the last moment he attained Brahmic bliss. ओम तत्सदिति श्रीमद्भागवत गीता उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्म विद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्ण अर्जुन सांख्य योगे नाम द्वितीयोऽध्याय. Those in the Upanishad sung by the Lord, the science of Brahma, the scripture of yoga, the dialogue between Sri Krishna and Arjuna, and the second chapter entitled Sankhya Yoga, the yoga of knowledge.